Alrighty, so we are far overdue for our Naruto Shippuden update, so I'm here to fix it for you guys. This time around, we're going to be talking about the Akatsuki Suppression Mission, or as I like to call it, Shikamaru's depression phase. I'm going to be talking about episodes 72 through 88 in this video, and if you're excited for what's about to come, make sure you tap the little subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. So without further ado, let's get into the good and the bad of the Akatsuki Suppression Mission.
羽ばたいたら戻らないと言った
So let's start off talking about a couple of the good things I really enjoyed from the set of episodes. The first of which is the man I already mentioned, Shikamaru. Now, I've been a fan of Shikamaru since his introduction, but there's been some very stiff competition in the upper echelon of my favorite characters amongst him, Kakashi, and Sasuke. But I think it's fair to say that after what happened in this arc, Shikamaru has made a very strong argument for that #1 spot. Like, I absolutely adored watching him having to go through the hardships of coming to grips with awesome death, how to deal with his emotions, and having his friends and family kind of help him through that trauma. It was just like a really mature topic for the show to tackle, and I thought they did it pretty well. And since the beginning, one of Shikamaru's like key defining characteristics is his ability to come up with these like really intricate plans like right off the bat. The strategy that he comes up with to take down Kakuzu and Hidan using their own abilities against each other was super cool, a lot of fun to watch, just something I really enjoyed. But we can't just give Shikamaru all of the praise. We gotta keep in mind that even my boy Kakashi, he got some good stuff in here too. Now he does kind of get beat up by Kakuzu a bit near the end, but can't deny that for a while there he was like holding his own against two of the members of the Akatsuki, and still showing up. You know, that was pretty impressive. Now, I would go into more detail on some of the other stuff I really liked, but unfortunately, that was kind of it. I mean, I guess the opening theme songs are pretty cool. We got to see Bluebird for a bit. That's pretty iconic. How about we get into some of the things I was not a big fan of? First of which being Kakuzu and Hidan themselves. Like, I suppose they can be a little funny at times, but more than not, I just found myself being like really annoyed at Hidan and the way he's like super like an annoying cheeseball, just whipping in ways that are not actually funny. And then you have Kakuzu playing the straight man of the two, but he plays things little too straight. Like, it just doesn't mesh very well with the way Hidan was. Now, this did kind of work a little bit in the favor of Shikamaru's character development when he took down Hidan. It was incredibly satisfying to see Hidan finally die. But God, I had to go through just so much eye rolling to get to that point. And I know a lot of people are going to be rolling their own eyes at what I'm about to say, but another thing I had an issue with in this arc was Naruto. Like, I'm always griping at Naruto in these videos. I do like him as a character. It's just sometimes it's like we spent a good chunk of this arc with Naruto going through some more training. That was fine. It wasn't my favorite. It wasn't the worst. But then what was the end result of all of this training? He gets a new move. And I should put air quotes around new move because it's really just another Rasengan. Rasengan? But it has like fancier animation and sound effects and hits people harder. So like, I'm always complaining that Naruto's move set is just too simplistic for my liking, and then he gets a new move and it's literally just another Rasengan. And then not to mention that we get to the later portion of the arc and it looks like, okay, Hidan is getting taken down by Shikamaru, great, and now it's just Kakuzu and Kakashi, and then Naruto just kind of swoops in, hits Kakuzu with his new Rasengan, and takes victory away from Kakashi. Like, Naruto swoops in and takes the glory. I know, like, one of Naruto's side goals is to take on the Akatsuki so he can then refocus on the Sasuke situation. But I don't know, it just wasn't very satisfying having Naruto show up and beat up a Kakuzu who had been damaged by Kakashi at that point. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not mad. I'm just a little disappointed. Now, speaking of disappointed, I feel like I also have to mention the fact that we had Choji, tag along. I actually made the mistake of getting my hopes up a little bit that they were going to do something. And I don't feel like I was wrong for thinking that, considering that so far in this post time skip era, some of the characters that have returned have had glow ups, and they've been able to accomplish stuff. Like Sakura got a whole lot of focus and was actually an awesome character as of late. But no, Choji and Ino, they literally just stand on the sideline and like commentate about what's happening. They don't provide any assistance to Kakashi when he's getting his butt kicked.
No! Kakashi-sensei!
They don't go off and help Shikamaru. They literally just stand there and make matters worse for everybody. So yeah, going forward, I'm going to try not to get my hopes up for side characters, because this one kind of hurt. But I've kind of gone off on enough tangents. Let's kind of go back around. Let's summarize my thoughts. So this arc was bit of a mixed bag for me. I really liked Shikamaru's character growth throughout these episodes. Shikamaru and Kakashi both had really good fights, so it was really entertaining to watch those two go at it. While Hina and Kakuzu were kind of annoying for the most part, I think they weren't the worst villainous characters, and I think they served their purpose okay enough. And yeah, I kind of complain that Naruto's lack of moves is annoying, but yes, I still kind of enjoy watching him do his thing from time to time. And yeah, side characters like Choji, Ino, just a waste of screen time. In the grand scheme of things, they didn't get a whole lot of that screen time, so I don't know. I did go into this saying I wanted more of the Akatsuki, and then we got Hidan and Kakuzu, so maybe I regret asking for that. We got some teases about what's to come. Like, we got to see a little more of the Akatsuki leader being in the shadows here and there. So I'm excited for what's to come, even though I didn't love all of what we had here. So I'm actually having a really hard time figuring out where I want to place this on my tier list so far. I think for the sake of the arc rankings, I'm going to put the Akatsuki Suppression Mission here in the fine tier for the time being. I'll marinate on this one a bit more. I think, there are things that could come up in the future that make me change my mind, but I think for now, this is where it's going to be. So guys, what did you think of the Akatsuki Suppression Mission? Leave a comment down below. Did I overrate it or underrate it? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? I don't know. Share your thoughts. I do apologize for the delay on this video. I've had a lot going on. The next Naruto video is going to be a bit of a beast. Maybe covering the Itachi Pursuit Mission, Kakashi Gaiden, Tale of Jiraiya the Gallant, and the fated battle between brothers, all in one big video. Needless to say, I'm worried about my emotions going into that one. I also have a lot of other cool stuff coming up. I think while I'm working on the big Shippuden video, I'm also going to be doing a video on Kagurabachi again, and I'm going to be doing a video on the ending of Jujutsu Kaisen. A couple little pit stops before we get to the next Naruto video, but you guys like the sound of that, you know what you need to do to be right back here in the future. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Be good people. I'll see you in the next one.